Right, so that leads me on to the last thing I was going to talk about, which is the protests. What's your boys' thoughts on it? Do you reckon you'll go? Do you reckon it'll achieve anything?
I mean, it's hard to say whether or not achieve anything. It's hard to say, but you don't know until you try. I mean, we had this. I went to the one before Southampton. Do you know, before COVID and that? I think it's the last. I think it's the last home game before fucking COVID or something kicked off or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's around that time, and now there's quite a lot of. I think there was like 10k people there, maybe 7, something like that. So. And they do take notice, and obviously you see the shit at the Burnley game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it just depends. It just depends because it's all good and well doing the protests and stuff, but what we need to do is just be more consistent with it and actually hammer in the message. Because if you just do it once and then just don't talk, obviously we talk about it, but we just need to do stuff, then they're not going to take it seriously. But I think with the momentum, I think some of the media's talked about how bad the owners are now, and I think it's quite unanimous. And obviously having the FAB come out and write the letter to them actually does up the stakes to the board and stuff. So let's hope it does turn something.
I was just saying, what they gave them a letter vote of no confidence.
No confidence, which is good.
And the thing is, it's obviously one thing us lot moaning and arranging protests, but then when you get the neutral journos are starting to have a little pile-on now, it's like, right, that's what they hate. They do not want to be spoke about like that. So, because it sort of opens, because obviously, as a neutral, it's easy to think, like, what the fuck are West Ham fans moaning about? But it's like, it's so much deeper than a few games of football in it. It's all the lies. It's consistently just not working with us and just lying to us, innit?
Well, I mean, all you have to do is just go to that stadium.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just go. Obviously, we've had fucking some great nights there, especially European nights and that, and some like league games and that, and I'm not saying it can't.
Yeah.
But it's just the whole experience of it. It's just everything.
Yeah. I was just asking because there's been quite a few people come out like, oh, it's pointless, and I just think that sort of mentality is what they love. They're like banking on you doing that. They want you to think it's a waste of time. And listen, even if you go and nothing happens, at least you can say you tried, because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. As I said earlier, if you don't know until you try it. I mean, and then also like, what was there one for the Brentford game about not going and that? I mean, that one's tricky, isn't it? It's a 50-50 because obviously people paid like hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds for season tickets and that. So if you want to go, and I don't think you can slate anyone if they go.
No. And I think the club are very clever because they made that game kids for £1 now as well.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Not saying that kids for £1's a bad thing. I think that's a fucking really good thing. But I mean, my first ever West Ham game was kids for £1.
I was going to say that's pretty much the only way my parents could afford to take me, mate. Literally,
pretty
from the streets, Kerr. So
I was just going to say,
as you say, you can't really slate anyone for going because, for instance, like if someone can only afford to take their kids and obviously they've got time off work and stuff, then it's a great opportunity to go, and you can never slag someone off for wanting to go and watch their football team, or if they've got a season ticket, they pay for the right to go. But in my own personal thought of thinking, for anyone that gives a shit, I just won't be going, even if it gives 1% sort of towards the fight against them. It's just worth doing, in my opinion.
But that's another thing when it comes to processing and that. It's like something you got to do, like some fucking shit that you don't want to do to maybe get something done. Like if we all love going to watch our team, but for the greater good. Yeah, you have to make tough choices, tough decisions. So.
Yeah, and I think you always find as well, like even when we get pumped at a home game, you walk past the club shop and there is just piles of people going in there. So it's like that's where it's going to hurt them if you start to boycott the shop, the fucking bar at half time, which is obviously hard for me and Joe because we're borderline fucking alcoholics.
But do they get anything from that? Because I swear it's like a different company or whatever that does all like the refreshment.
I assume it affects them in some sort of capacity. You think so?
Because I thought it was a different group or something. I mean, it's fucking shit show that stadium, just fucking nuking.
Yeah. In conclusion, I think the protests are worth going to, and obviously for for a lot of us, it's the sort of, for me anyway, it feels like it's the last chance because there's just less and less proper West Ham fans over there now, and with every season we lose more, and it feels like now this could be the last opportunity to really have a go.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Whether or not they're gonna listen.
Yeah.
They don't seem to listen. It's like everybody says about the media and stuff like that. I mean, the whole Karen Brady interview and that. The only reason they do stuff like that is so they don't get asked the fucking questions that really need to be asked.
Oh, cool. Sure.
Asked.
Yeah.
That's why they'd like. That's why they would never do like a sit-down open thing with fans. Because I was watching Hammers Chat the other day, and apparently how they used to do the official supporters club was they would cherry pick supporters to go in the official supporters club, and then they'd like raise things at meetings like, "Oh, we'd like better pint cups in the stadium." It was like no one gives a shit about that, mate. Like stadium shit. But yeah, I'd love to know the one who the cunt that fucking suggested Bruto. Oh, don't, yeah.
Just a quick one. I don't know if you guys spoke about it earlier, but what do you guys actually think about protests against the Brentford game?
Yeah.
About, like, not bantered them going in.
Yeah, literally, we were just saying it's like I'm gonna personally not go and boycott it, but you can't slag someone off if they've got a kid because they've made it kids for £1 to obviously fill the stadium. Yeah. So, but in the same breath, I wouldn't turn my nose up at someone that went. It's just my personal choice, really.
Yeah.
But do you agree with it? As in, like, not going in just to not support your team and stuff, just to make a point, or do you think?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily not to support your team. It's just, as I was saying to Chad, it's what you deem the greater good.
Yeah, and let's face it, I don't think us not being in the stadium is going to make a difference because the players probably can't fucking hear us anyway. So I don't think it matters.
Brentford at home anyway. It's not like it's going to be fucking raucous.
But it's like Marlo was saying earlier. That's the one thing that pisses me off. It's because whenever we get a few good results, it's almost like, oh, we don't want to moan about the board now because we don't want it to affect the team. When really, your fight looks even stronger if you're doing it and you're doing well. Whereas when you're doing it and you lose a few games, it's like, oh fuck me, they're only moaning now because they're losing.